Hello, I'm Sharon Madsen, the Communications Coordinator for the City of Cottage Grove. Joining me today for Council Update is Mayor Myron Bailey. Today we're talking about the swearing-in ceremony for two of our police officers. Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so at our November 16th meeting, we had the opportunity to swear in two of our newest police officers for the city.
Absolutely. Very excited for Katie Phillips and Matthew Sorgard. Both of them were obviously sworn in as new police officers of the city of Cottage Grove. And, you know, some people might be going, well, why are we doing these extra police officers? Well, Two things. One, we've got some retirements happening.
Yes, we do.
And that's good for them. Good, you know, obviously they get to move on and do other things in their lives. But we also, most recently, are in the process of adding some additional officers to get us to what would be what I call the normal ratio, what we're supposed to do for a city of our size.
Right.
And so we did swear both of them in.
We did.
At the meeting on November 16th.
And this is a ceremonial swearing in.
Absolutely, yeah. Technically, they've already been sworn in.
They have
it's been
on
a while.
Their first day of employment.
Yes, and what we do is they get the official one, and then we do this ceremonial so family members can be there. We pin on the badges and do those kind of things. But both of them, and just on the process, I'll just give a couple notes. Both of them have completed their field training and are on what we call now solo patrol. So up until this point, they were riding along with somebody and learning the process to make sure everything works well. And now, obviously, they'll be able to go out and do things on their own. They don't have to be. They can, but they don't have to ride with somebody by themselves. And the police department now, speaking of the numbers, will now have 41 authorized police officers. And in our next year's budget, we have approved 42. We're up to 42, and that's where we're hoping to get to. And so with this addition of these new officers and the retirement announcements of others, there will be some additional postings.
Yes, there will.
Again, we do have some people that are going to be retiring, and again, it's good for them. We're going to miss them. It is exciting, but it is also provides opportunity for new officers to come in and be part of Cottage Grove.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Officer Katie Phillips' background?
Sure. So Katie grew up and graduated in Green Bay, Wisconsin. She attended the University of Wisconsin Eau Claire with a comprehensive major in criminal justice, and she graduated in 2012 with a bachelor's degree. When she was a senior in college, she was a part-time police officer, and it's funny, they said with full arrest powers.
Yes.
With the University of Wisconsin Stout Police Department, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And she worked there until 2013, where she joined the Chippewa Falls Police Department as a full-time.
And she's also very volunteered with a lot of volunteer opportunities with Chippewa Falls.
Yes, she did. She volunteered as a Special Olympics coordinator, Coffee with a Cop program, something they did out there, which I thought was kind of cool. She was also on the board of directors for the Wisconsin Association for Women in Police. So I thought those were some pretty neat things.
And both of her parents were at the ceremony, although she did chose to have her mother, Jan, pin on her badge.
Yeah, and if I remember, her mother was an expert at it. Didn't draw blood or anything like that. She got that bugger in there just perfectly. I told her we were going to have her come back to future ones to do it for others, but they struggled to get that on there.
Experience there.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about Officer Matthew Sorgard.
Yeah, Matthew grew up in Maplewood, Minnesota, and he graduated from Tartan High School in Oakdale. He attended the Metropolitan State University and graduated in December of 2014 with a bachelor's degree in law enforcement. And then in January 2015, he volunteered as a reserve officer for the city of North St. Paul Police Department, doing special details like parades and car shows and things like our reserve officers do. And then did some routine patrols and things around them, and then obviously worked with the sworn officers at that point. He did also have some volunteer activities. He did volunteer through the North St. Paul Police Department to role play and be a part of, I'm thinking he's kind of was the bad guy for Metro SWAT training, and so he was probably the one that got tased or taken down or whatever. So, and his wife Jessie did pin on the badge for that evening, and it's always neat when these things happen too, because the chamber was full. I shouldn't say all, but a good chunk of our police officers come in to show support.
They do.
And it was nice to see them all kind of lined up on the wall there in support of these new officers coming on board with us.
It's always an exciting opportunity when we welcome our new police officers.
Absolutely.
For more information about the police department, contact Public Safety Director Craig Woolery. Thank you, Mayor Bailey.
You're welcome.